Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada. Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada. Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada. Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada. Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada. Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada. Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Chattanooga FC live stream. Thanks for joining us tonight on this beautiful sunny night. I'm Simon Neal here again, doing the commentary for Chattanooga FC against Emerald Force, who've come down here all the way from Knoxville Place in our very first opener in the NPSL season for 2018. It's exciting to be here for the first game after so many friendlies. Now this one really counts. I've got a guest in the studio tonight. Say hi, Ernie.
Hi, Ernie.
Thank you. I've got Ernie Dempsey here to help me out and do some of the colour commentary. And Ernie's been a soccer coach at one of the high schools in Georgia. Which were you at Dalton, I believe? Is that right?
I was at Dalton High School for 3 years, so I was an assistant coach with the girls team, and then I started the program at Morris Innovative High School there in Dalton.
Very cool.
Boys. And,
excellent.
Yeah.
So Ernie knows the game inside out, so he'll be giving you some insights to what's happening tonight on the field. So I just want to say hi to everybody who's watching on the stream. I know there's a couple of people in Knoxville. Got to make a quick shout out to Margaret Schwatt, who's watching from the Maryville Times, and good to have you along. Your sisters here in the stadium, come down all the way to see us play tonight. The teams aren't out yet. We've got the referees out warming up, and things are starting to get filled up. The stadium's filling up with the Chatahooligans. You probably saw them come in earlier. They got a lot of big flags they're flying. It's really good. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful night. Clear blue sky. Perfect for soccer. Round about the 80-degree mark, and just really comfortable. Not as hot as it was last week, so very nice. So yeah, currently 83 degrees. Good for soccer. So just waiting for the teams to come out, and then we'll give you a bit of information on this. This is the first NPSL match of the season for Chattanooga. As I said, Knoxville have played 2 so far. They played the New Orleans Jesters last Saturday down in New Orleans and lost that one 4-0. And then they played the Atlanta Silverbacks on Wednesday, and unfortunately lost that one 3-0. So they are looking to get their first win of the season. But they've had 2 games. They should have a bit of experience under their boots. And whereas Chattanooga have been playing friendlies, as you know, last weekend we had the Seattle Sounds here, the under-23s, and we beat them 2-1. So it was a great evening out last Saturday. Good crowd. We ended up with 4,200 people here. Tonight we're hoping for the same, if not better, for the opener of the season. People are still coming into the stadium and enjoying the sunshine. They're just wandering in, getting ready to take their seats. So Ernie's watched a lot of games here with me, haven't you, Ernie, over the years?
Oh yeah.
We've both been here since when did we first start watching?
2009.
2009. We were both there, weren't we?
Yeah, and you touched on some interesting stuff there. We're talking about the preseason games, the fact that Knoxville's already had 2 competitive games. But one thing that I always try to do as a coach, and teams are about to walk out here in a second, but one thing that I always like to do as a coach is play above my level. You know, I knew that in the divisions where I was coaching, the guys were going to see a certain level of competition. I always try to schedule higher levels of competition before the season began. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I love that CFC has done this year. Not only this year, but in the past. Last year they hosted Atlanta United for their first ever game. They brought in Seattle Sounders U23. And I think that playing above your level of competition that you're going to see in the league is a great way to jumpstart you playing faster and harder in your first few games in the early part of the season. When you get into the middle of the season, everybody's sort of in a groove. That's the way it is with all teams. But those first few games can be a stumbling block if you haven't been playing against really high-level competition. And I think they've done a great job of bringing in some tough opponents in the preseason.
Well, I think they've done that this year because last year's first couple of games of the season were not that great in 2017, and we stumbled a little bit and we gave away city goals. And I think they want to correct that this year, and this is a good way of doing it. That's absolutely correct.
Yep.
It starts them off with a couple of tough games, and the actual league games a little bit slightly easier. So that's quite right. That's a good policy to have, and Chattanooga FC are following that. So teams are coming out and lining up. Looks like Chattanooga FC in the familiar dark blue with the light blue shorts. It's like Knoxville playing in grey and white, which would be a little hard to see. So, but at least they won't clash in the colours, of course. The linesmen and referees are in bright yellow. So everything looking good there. We'll give you a quick run through of the teams. For Chattanooga, we've got, they're playing a 2-4-4 formation. Alberto Perez in goal. In the back, Juan Sanchez, Struan Juhaszczyk, Lima and Gaona. Then in the middle, playing like a kind of a diamond 4, they've got Valenciano, Hernandez and Boquete, and Cam Woodfin in the middle, right behind Zeka and Yao Costa at the front. So 2 strikers up front for Chattanooga with that diamond formation right behind the mop up. Should be an interesting strategy that Coach Bill's coming out with today. Ernie, have you got the starters for Knoxville for us?
Yeah, you bet. Number 8, Rory Alvarez. Number 21, Marty Baker. Number 7, Austin Billmeyer. Number 31, Ryan Coulter. Number 4, Chris Fernandez. Number 13, Sean Foster. Number 9, Alexander Garuba. Number 6, Kyle Hellman. Number 14, Ashley Kellenak. And number 16, Francisco Rodriguez. And I read 1 or 2 additional names in there because I got to reading and probably included some subs.
Well, we'll see them later on, so that's all okay. So,
you mentioned something interesting though about the formation. We'll come back to it maybe if we've got time. But
sure.
You know, what that does is it makes the midfield narrow, which in soccer typically you want to get the ball wide. You've seen plenty of soccer throughout your life. You want to play it wide and back into the middle. But I actually love the diamond formation with midfielders because that makes the center midfielder a hybrid attacker. So it gives the appearance very often of a 4-3-3, which the Netherlands made famous in the 70s, right, with Johan Cruyff and all those guys. And I actually used to use this diamond midfield depending on who we were playing. And the fact that Coach Elliott's using it tells me that he sees something they could exploit on the back line, maybe at the top of the perimeter, or he's not too concerned about getting it wide enough against their midfielders and their defenders.
Right. And we saw in last week's game with Seattle that Juan Hernandez and Pierre Bouquet were very fast up and down the sides and the wing. And he's going to use that again tonight, use their speed. And that's certainly something he's thought about. So he's looking forward to seeing them in action again this week.
Yeah.
Now we're going for the national anthem, so give us 2 seconds for that.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, here we go, folks. Another rendition of the national anthem, and couldn't really be a better night for soccer. Absolutely beautiful out there.
Oh, what a great, it doesn't get any better than this. The scenic city, you've got the mountains wrapping around, all the buildings, the stadiums, everything, and beautiful green of early summer here, late spring in Chattanooga. It doesn't get much better than this. But you were talking earlier about the wings for Chattanooga and how they're really fast. You need that if you're going to play the diamond.
Right.
You're going to put those guys essentially out on an island out there with not a lot of support in the center. And so they have to be fast. And if I'm the opposing coach, I'm saying, okay, then that means that they're going to try to play the ball long and fast down the sides. That might mean you shift to a five-man back. It certainly could mean that you shift to a five-man across the center. So it certainly, it just depends. When you're down there behind those lines, it's a lot more difficult to see everything that's happening as it's happening. The game goes fast, but these guys are pros. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, it does. I'm looking just to see what formation Knoxville play and if they have to adapt and change it to match what Chattanooga does, because they may have plans of their own. They may have watched last week's stream, but it's a little different tonight from playing Seattle. We're going to come out differently and see what they've got. Plus, of course, we got Cam Woodfin, who wasn't playing last weekend, so he'll be unknown to them too.
Yeah.
So let's see what it's like. The team's having the huddle before they get going, and then.
Honestly, if I was the Knoxville coach at this point, coming out, you mentioned that they haven't had a win yet.
Right.
Look, you're 2 games in to a relatively short season. This isn't a 36-game premiership, season going on here.
Right.
Their backs are against the wall, and CFC needs to understand that. Regardless of the opponents they played in the preseason, the high level of talent that they saw, they need to be aware that these guys their backs really are into a corner here.
Right.
They need a result tonight, and not just a tie. A draw helps them a little bit, but they need a win. And you don't want to get into game 4 of your season, and be that far behind the 8 ball.
That's right, and it's mental too. It's a morale booster to win, and if you keep losing all the time, it just pushes you down. So I know they want to turn it around and get something out of this. They appear to have they've got 4 in the back too. It's like they're playing a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2 as well. So should be a good match for what Chattanooga's got.
Yeah, we'll get a better idea of what they're doing here in a second.
Absolutely.
They're clearly going to play that flat back 4 with the 2 wings pinching up a little bit. It's classic U shape.
That's it.
For all you would-be coaches out there, Little League coaches, whatever, that's how you want your back line to look all the time. Even when it's full speed games going, you want it to have that sort of bent U, so the wing backs can push up and overlap.
So it's kind of like you cut the opposing players, like you push them away.
Absolutely.
Like that pushing shape. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you've got strong wings, then they can push up the field and attack.
Right. I know some people asked about Tom Housel after his injury last week, and I spoke to him before the game. Tom's got a big bruise on his right shin, but his jaw is okay. He just got a real hard knock, and he's recovering. He won't play tonight, but he's watching on the bench. But Tom is okay, folks, so he'll be back strong very soon.
Yeah, and what you're looking at with Knoxville here, they're playing a very similar diamond formation with the 4-4-2. They're doing a staggered 2 at the top, so the 2 strikers, one of those strikers lags back, and it becomes almost a 4-5-1.
Right.
So that's actually a great formation to counter what CFC is doing right now, at least what they started out with. Of course, Coach Elliott can change that with a quick signal call.
Well, early days, each team is trying to probe and see what they can do and find the gaps. Knoxville trying to make something happen. That's nothing doing.
Yeah, and one thing that I'm already seeing out of Knoxville that's a problem for them, and this is something they could note in their film, but they're getting real narrow on the wide side there. They're getting clumped up, bunched together. You never want to have multiple guys pinched on a line together down on the touch line. And right away, that tells me there's something wrong with their strategy. Not their strategy, but it's you don't want that as a coach. You don't want guys clumped together on one side.
No, you don't. You want the space. And intelligent teams use the space, so they've got someone to put the ball into. It's like chess, playing a couple of moves ahead with soccer.
That's right.
Part of the mental part of the game. Knoxville trying to get something to happen here, but Chattanooga using experience to make things move and not letting them really get a grip on that. It's focusing on possession at the moment, which they did in the Seattle game. They focused on possession and it paid off, rather than the drama. They just focused on solid possession play, and they just go up the field steadily, creep up until they're in a position to make a strike.
That's right. Nice ball down the sideline. Smart move by the defender right there for Knoxville. Little surprised Knoxville's not coming out with a higher press right now. Again, like what we were talking about, a team that's desperate, a team that needs a result. You would expect, of course, teams do what they do, and they do what they can do. but I would have expected them to come out a little higher, put a little more pressure on CFC's back line. They're not quite doing that now.
Oh, that was a good header there.
It was a great ball.
Almost able to take advantage of that one.
Poor decision by the keeper for Knoxville.
Absolutely.
It was almost the perfect storm for CFC right there. Bad decision
It
by
was
Knoxville's
when it almost
keeper.
set the Alcoster off. So. That's what they call, not quite first night nerves, but certainly a bit of an oops moment there.
Yeah, that's something you'd expect to see in, you know, February or March, maybe early April. Especially out of a keeper, you know, you see chemistry mistakes early on in a season like
Well,
this.
you do. We've seen that a lot of the games we watched, haven't we?
Sure, you know, like guys not sure where the other guy's going to be.
Exactly, yeah.
And soccer is, you know, there's no sport in the world that has such a dependency on chemistry.
Well, it does, doesn't it, on relationships and
absolutely.
understanding.
Oh,
Zeka trying to do a chip, but nothing coming out of that one.
but to the point we were talking about with
Yeah.
the chemistry thing, you know, a lot of these guys are just getting into town with their squads.
That's
they haven't
right.
played with some of the other guys, and that takes time to get together and really understand each other.
It does, and Knoxville added 6 starters since the Wednesday game as they've come out of college and they're getting registered.
Right.
So, fresh blood's always hard to get into a game. Something that never gels, something that goes from the first minute. You never know what's going to happen. So, even on paper it looks good, on the field it's completely different.
That's right. Clear foul by CFC right there, a little shoulder barge. Nothing malicious, but definitely establishing a physical game up front. You tell the other team I'm not going to be pushed around, then I might push you around a little bit. I might give up possession, but he wasn't going to get it anyway. I like that foul. Set the tone. Always.
That's it. Well, you do that. The referee sets a tone and says, I'm not going to take nonsense and,
Right.
people diving and things like that, simulating. So,
Yeah.
I mean, those are all the dynamics of the game we see. Pelez out for that one, gathers it. Not too much of a problem there for him.
Like the aggression by the keeper, though, even though that seems like not really a big deal, not a massive play. You'll see at lower levels keepers that are indecisive.
Right, we've seen that a lot.
Right.
And that split second to make such a difference.
That's absolutely correct. You got to make quick decisions.
I think the Chattanooga's a good voice tonight, Ernie. I can hear them all the way up here in the commentary box.
They're well lubricated and ready to go for sure. That's a great first touch.
Oh, ran out of space there. A nice move from Costa. Just used his speed. He was off. Very good.
Really quick, good pace. Great first touch, not great second touch. A little hard.
Not quite.
But a lot of these guys, you know, some of them probably play on turf regularly. Some probably play on grass a lot.
Right.
It's a much different game. The ball comes off your foot different, your knee different. So
Well, we mentioned that too. The surface has confused some teams who've come in, not quite used to our surface. So that can be an advantage for the home team.
you know, and it can play to a slower game, which, you know, watching what Coach Elliott does through the years, I think that he likes to play fast. Like that last possession we just saw, they played fast up the field.
It's good, entertaining soccer.
Yeah, playing on a turf field slows all of that down unless you hose it down before the game, which is why down like in Atlanta and some other places where they play on turf, they'll hose it.
Right.
They'll water it down, and it'll hold that for a little bit. It gives the ball a little more pace. Of course, you know that everywhere where they play on grass, they water it down before every half.
Correct.
That's what they want. Down here, though, this turf can get a little slow. It can be a tricky bounce. I love the high press there, right there by number 8, though.
That was good. Yep. That's Costa again. He's all
Costa.
over the place. So
He's fast, he's aggressive. I love the way he's putting pressure on the back line. He's making them make quick decisions.
right, and they'll make mistakes.
In a
That
giveaway.
happens. Yeah. They're trying to break. Nothing's really coming out of it. Swanny Hasjet gathering it up there.
CFC doing a lot of possession from the back here.
Right.
This is fourth, fifth time I've seen them do this. Now they're trying to play a little long ball, but you know, I love control the ball from the back, possess the ball, go forward with good control, smart passes and decisions.
Emerson Lima's doing a lot of that because of his experience internationally and his play in the Seattle game. He was very solid, and they're ready to relying on him to do a lot of the back man work, and he's doing it very well for Chattanooga. Still in play for Chattanooga, trying to keep things moving.
Great couple of touches right there.
Wood's been looking up, trying to feed the ball through, but settling it down there. Valenciano settling things a bit.
Looks like Juan Hernandez got his hair under control, and he was able to see the ball clearly. Great couple of touches there by CFC.
Nice play, nice possession soccer here.
Yeah, he was offside.
I think that ran out.
He was a good 2 yard, maybe a yard and a half off.
Yeah, but again, a nice little move building up there.
Good idea.
A coherent move in the sense that they were able to make it happen when they wanted it to happen, not just relying on a long clearance to run onto it. So
yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, you get a little eager there. You stop looking at the guys behind you. That's good discipline by Knoxville, and keep to hold that line. So it happens.
Clearance.
No, but what a great
Unforced error. Can Chattanooga make something out of that? No, not to recover nicely.
Yeah. Nice through ball through the center there. Good control.
Trying to find space. Chattanooga holding the line though for the offside. You see they're trying to keep that offside line going.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what Knoxville's trying to do here, because they're not. That guy just made a run up the middle, and he had one supporter behind him on the left touchline. Nobody else in the middle pushed up. Nobody on the right side was really pushing up that was a threat.
So that's what you would call a communication problem, wouldn't you, Ernie? Because you were saying earlier.
Yeah, it's a communication problem. Maybe it's a strategy problem. I'm not sure what it is going on right now, but when I see a player pushing forward aggressively like he just did, that seems strange to me that nobody else was coming with him, and you're leaving your man, your striker on an island,
right.
Or in this case he was a midfielder pushing up, but you're leaving him on an island. Where were the strikers right there? That's my question.
Back in the play, players deep in the Knoxville half. Chattanooga trying to get something to go and a little more attacking, and the long balls are going through, but nobody's on the end. They've got to work on that, I think, to a little more passing accuracy in the last third of the field to be good.
Oh, that was a bit too strong, wasn't it? That's two careless mistakes by the goalkeeper for Knoxville. And if you make those enough against a caliber opponent that Chattanooga is, then you're gonna pay. Eventually, it's only a matter of time.
Right. It's Costa again,
strong,
trying to come through. Whoa! Goes the shot, the 45-degree angle. The keeper has to touch it over the bar. Very nice.
Costa did about 3 or 4 amazing things right there. The first touch was so soft, and then he played strong. A lot of players will fall over at the first bump right there. He could have fallen over, taken a free kick. He was obviously fouled, but he stood strong, and then a little spin move, great move to free himself, give himself a couple yards of space, and then have at it.
Yeah, that's what it takes, is enough space to make that one step on to take the shot.
That's right.
And a good striker will do that. So Chattanooga looking the most dangerous so far in the first 10 minutes or so of the game. Still 0-0 of course, but Chattanooga pressing pretty hard. And foul against Knoxville there as Cam Woodfin goes down.
Quick start by Chattanooga, I like it.
And trying to come down this side. Costa trying to keep it in, just lets it go out, but again a good looking move.
Yeah, another great move, great touch. A little lucky on the nutmeg there through the defender's legs, but nice little run by CFC. This free kick seems like a great opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. Volkswagen of Chattanooga, the official title sponsor of Chattanooga Football Club. Volkswagen Chattanooga, proud sponsors and Chattahooligans since 2009.
They've been there as long as we have.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
that's right. Well, we always said we had the coolest sponsor.
We did.
In the world.
Because you've heard of them.
That's right.
Like some of the ones you're like, who? So this is great to have one you've heard of.
That's right. Great ball.
Nice ball for Valenciano, long. Just goes out for a corner, first corner of the game to Chattanooga. Juan Sanchez fighting all the way down the left side for that one.
Yeah, great run, great long ball. Clearly you can see the intent. We talked about it beforehand with the formation. They're planning on going long to those wings.
Sanchez back in, Hernandez trying to steady it. Charge down. Woodfin. Crossed in, but too easy for the keeper, that one. Nothing on that one.
He rushed that decision.
He did,
He didn't have to do that. You know, he had plenty of time. He had a couple of yards between him and the next defender, and he didn't have to do that. But
Well, Emerald Force won't complain with that too much, I'm sure.
no. Now Knoxville's got the triangle working. Now they're working their offense
There's
correctly.
another communication breakdown.
That's right.
Midfield to the winger, and they were like, he wasn't there.
I'm in the middle of
Sad.
complimenting them
See that? I
on their
know.
progress, and they had the perfect triangle working. They had everything. They had spacing correct. They had the.
It's the commentator's curse on it.
That's right. They had plenty of
That's every
support, and
time.
then a guy gives up on his run.
That's it. The curse of isosceles or something.
That's right. Yeah. How many no-hitters in baseball have been lost?
Because the commentator wouldn't stop talking about it.
He's 1 out away from a no-hitter. Home run.
That's it.
Again, I love the patience though by CFC working
Well,
behind.
that's it.
You know, work it to the back
Not
and then
getting
work it front.
frustrated, just taking the time. Yeah.
Don't want to curse them again, but you know they
Really?
they look well, you know, and then they have to kick it out of bounds, give possession away. But they look very composed. They don't look
Yep.
rushed. That last corner resulted in sort of a rushed play, but other than that, they look very composed, poised, very patient. I like to see that. Because soccer's a game, much like basketball. You can simplify it to one very powerful point. Don't make stupid
Long
passes.
throw from Knoxville trying to make something happen, but Chattanooga up to clearing it.
Great throw in. That's a clear hand.
Referee called the handball. I think it was intentional, but referee saw it and called it. So it gives Knoxville a good chance for a free kick for about 24 yards out.
It's a dangerous place right here, Simon.
It is very dangerous. A lot of goals scored from it. Their coach is quite animated. Keeps looking at the Chattanoogans, wishing they'd shut up so he can talk to his players, but of course they won't.
No, they're never going to shut up.
No, really
And,
not.
and that's that's part of the
Part of the game.
billing, you know. Yeah. Other
it.
teams know that though. They know when they come into this stadium that's what they're going to get.
That's it. Let's see what Knoxville got from their first free kick of the game. Chattanooga making the wall. Perez setting them. Let's see what Knoxville will do here, if they do the dummy or the straight shot.
Yeah, the dummy is becoming more and more prevalent.
It is.
Than it used, at least what I used to see growing up and through the years. I've been seeing a lot more trickery on free kicks. Gives guys a better angle around the wall sometimes. Looks like number 9 stepping off.
Direct to the goal. Not a bad shot, but over the top of the bar, but not a bad attempt.
That's great technique. Just a little high.
Not too bad.
It didn't quite get the down rotation on the front end of the ball right there to get it to dip.
Right, didn't get the dip.
But it's still a really, really strong shot. I like the idea. Chattanooga's looking pretty good in the air right now on these 50-50 balls coming off the keeper's boot. I'm impressed by that. I'm seeing some hops that I didn't really expect to see going into the season. You don't usually see it at this level. Clearly the strength and conditioning coaches are doing a great job with CFC's midfielders and front guys.
Nice cross, a little bit too low, and the keeper easily gathers it up. That would have been in the air, might have been a bit more dangerous. Chattanooga making the space to get the cross in, so that's good.
Yeah, you know, you like to get chances, you like to pressure them. It's not always even about getting a shot on net
Right.
or, you know, getting the goal. It's you want to establish that presence up front.
Oh, I say it was Zeka free there. That would have been one touch, just too far. Good anticipation from Valenciano there to stop Knoxville getting that ball through. No, from you, Jack. Sorry, 24. Not Valenciano. Knoxville trying to come through now. Still with the ball. Referee waves play on, driving into the box, right across, and Pelez holds it. Good save.
Fantastic attack by Knoxville. Strong play by the winger there to not go down without getting the pass off. And then great call by the official. It was probably a trip, probably a foul. She let him play on, and that was a really strong attack. And right there you saw that Knoxville did start pouring guys forward, so maybe they got the message. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything earlier.
Costa made himself very dangerous there, and Knox having to boot it away before he gets a strike on the goal. As they say, end-to-end stuff.
Yeah, it really is. It has been so far. But you know what we talked about earlier, you know, Knoxville backed in the corner, you know, CFC playing high-level opponents. This is the kind of game you should have expected. So this is great stuff.
Deep into the box, and the keeper says thank you and picks it up. So 20 minutes played, and Chattanooga's having most of the action so far, apart from that attack by Knoxville. So, which is nice to see, but I'd like to see him converting some goals.
Yeah, you and several hundred Chattahooligans and a few thousand people here.
That's right.
Yeah, and all the people out there in YouTube land.
See him make it into something.
Yeah, but I'm impressed right now. I wasn't impressed early on by Knoxville, their possession going forward, their attacks. They've figured something out.
Still the focus on possession from Chattanooga. If they can't go forward, they go back and come at a different angle. Hernandez still trying to come through a big crowd of players.
Yeah, that comes back to what I was talking about earlier. You know, don't simplify the game. Don't make a stupid pass. You know, make the easy pass, make the easy shot.
Yep.
And then the game becomes very simple.
Wow, there's Lima right there to break up that attempt to attack by Knoxville.
Great positioning by Lima right there.
Again, that's his experience showing from having played all over the world, really. He's played in Europe and he's played in Asia and South America. He's been all over, so it really shows.
And he just got hit in the head pretty hard going for that ball.
Right.
He's down on
didn't he?
Yeah, he's down behind the touchline right now on the north side. Hopefully he's all right, but you could see both their heads hit. It looks like he took the worst of it because the other guy seems fine. Yeah, you just never know with those head-to-head things. You know, it could be both guys, it could be one guy.
Right.
It just
let's see, he's gets up and he's okay. And the players get a water break. We'd just like to take a moment to thank our sponsor Fox 61 for sponsoring the stream tonight. Thank you guys at Fox 61, and appreciate helping us out with that one.
Yeah, and is it okay if I mention the Fox 61 thing I mentioned earlier?
Your memory from Fox 61?
Yeah, my memory. I remember.
Before I was born, but yeah, go ahead.
Before you were born, I remember.
Oh, yeah, I'm only 21.
You know, growing up in the 80s, and watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Fox 61, and I'll never forget it. It was amazing. And when I would come home from school, that's what I would do.
There you go.
So that's my personal thank you to Fox 61.
Full circle. There we go. Well, the players are taking a water break while Lima gets some treatment. He's back on his feet, a bit groggy, but I think he's okay. I'm not sure they're going to make a substitution just yet, unless they.
Well, he's a blue. He'll be fine.
He should be tough. Yeah, he's played a lot of soccer in his 31 years on the planet, so I think he's probably had worse knocks than that.
I got to be
never know.
honest.
Go ahead.
I got to be honest. It's tough to come back from when you hit your head like that.
Right.
And then you saw the reaction. And when you go down that way, it's hard to come back in the game and be as aggressive as he just was or as he was on that entire possession.
Right.
Now all of a sudden that's in the back of your head. You don't want to get hit again, especially if you are a little woozy.
Yeah, you're a bit hesitant to come on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is the next header going to hurt worse?
That's it.
Are you going to hit heads again?
Right.
You don't want to catch an elbow.
He's back on, so let's see how he does.
I tell you what, Juan Hernandez is one of the finest midfielders I've seen in a long time.
He's fabulous. He really is. He just is the whole engine room of Chattanooga FC is Juan. He's such a good player. Everything seems to flow through him too.
Really does, and you got to have that guy on a team. You've got to have that. It's not the Michael Jordan necessarily, but you've got to have that guy that kind of is the conductor of the symphony,
Right.
And the playmaker. And if you don't have it, it shows.
It does, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It does. We've seen quite a lot of teams that are a bit directionless without someone like that.
Sure, you can have the best striker in the world, but if they don't have a good center mid,
They don't feed him the ball.
That's right.
So Pelez and Lima playing give and go there. Knoxville not really pressing. They could press here, and they're not really pressing the keeper. And he's got possession. And Chattanooga just playing keep ball.
And I don't want to be insulting, but when you're 2 games into the season and you're in this hole that they're in,
Yeah, you want to do something.
Yeah,
a result.
you need to jumpstart it.
And that's way offside. Linesman correctly calls that one.
Yeah, I understand. Look, you're gonna get this team at home. There's plenty of other games. You don't want to hit the panic button 2 games in, but at the same time, they're given a lot of free minutes and seconds back there on CFC's back line.
Sure.
You don't even have to sprint to the ball. Just little light pressure. One guy here, one guy there.
Oh, nice turn.
What a great
Pierre
touch.
Bouquet again using the speed and the skill. That's what he did in Seattle. He was everywhere. He was on this side of the field, then he was on the far side. He was back here again. He was everywhere.
I tell you what, if you didn't get your mother something for Mother's Day, that bouquet is what you should have got him, because it was better than any flowers you'll ever
right.
see.
Absolutely right. So, and a back heel, but nobody there for that one. Knoxville trying to come forward. So, see if they can make something happen here again. Lima's back there on this side, clearing the ball away. And so they're calling a throw for Chattanooga. They are, even though Knoxville is their throw.
Simon, I've been playing this game a long time, coached it several years. I will never understand the physics for how those guys throw the ball so far.
Oh, I know.
I know how to coach it.
Yeah.
I can tell them how to do it, but I can't do it. I can't replicate it.
No, I can't either. I can't replicate it on the PlayStation, let alone in real life.
Well, that's a great cross chance right there by CFC, but tremendous anticipation by number 9, Alexander Garuba for Knoxville. That's a great play. Good heads up.
Again, CFC getting possession again. Hernandez in the middle, making something happen. Here he goes to Bouquet. Feeding Sanchez. Across the ball. Nicely broken up by Knoxville for another CFC corner.
And that was a good cross. Make them make a play. Make them make a mistake.
Exactly.
That some people, they go, oh, when something like that happens.
Right.
No, put the onus on them. Put them to a decision. Corner kick for CFC coming up right here. They did a short kick earlier.
This is deep into the box, swinging in. Oh, the keeper's first there. Good save. Well held. Keeper's not letting much get past her in the air so far tonight, so it's like CFC may have to go for shots at a different angle, maybe at waist height, or see how good he's diving. But he's got the air fairly well covered. And nice deflection there goes CFC's way. Costa trying to make something of it. Felt it was fouled, but the referee doesn't give it.
You know, one of the first things I thought of when I saw Costa play here for us was, you know, that this kid is fast and he's tough. He doesn't go down easy. Right there, he should have gone down easy. If he hits the turf right, and I don't condone acting of any kind, but he was pushed. He clearly looked to the ref for the foul.
Yeah.
Right there, being a tough player actually hurt him a little bit. He probably could have had the free kick if he wasn't so tough.
Pelez with the pass back, trying to get rid of it.
That is
a bit
dodge.
of pressure there from Knoxville.
If I can steal a term from your neck of the pond, that was dodgy.
Very dodgy. And a bit iffy too, I might say.
Yeah. But good footwork by the keeper.
It was.
You don't like to see them do that much. But
under pressure, but didn't make a mistake. Knoxville trying to make something out of this. Trying to come through again. Now going for the dive. That was a little different. I've not seen him dive between players before, but it didn't work out. So,
you know, CFC got a little lazy there.
They did.
It almost caught him. They got caught sleep. They switched off for a second, and that guy almost went through.
Again, Sanchez trying to make that pass through to Zeka. Didn't quite come off, but he steals the ball back. Keeps it in play. Wins the drive. Good play. Sanchez on fire. Playing very well tonight. Trying to get the shot off. Oh, good save by the keeper. Stretch a bit. Costa made him stretch for that one. But a good Mazlima all the way up there, feeding with the assist. So I guess he's recovered. If he can do that.
Yeah, he looks like he's okay, and he's back to being aggressive. So
I think so. Playing well with Juhaszczyk tonight too. Both of them are combining very well, I think.
Yeah, good control again, good patience by CFC. No rush, and if they're going to give you this kind of time, take it.
Absolutely.
Looks like that Knoxville's pretty set in their in a counter-attacking sort of mindset, which is fine. But you know, I'd be interested if I was a Knoxville fan. I would be interested to see.
Good ball from Lima, straight to Sanchez. Trying to come through one, can't get through two defenders.
Two great touches, and you nailed it. What an amazing ball over the top.
Really was, wasn't it? Very accurate and paced right too.
I give you full credit on that one, Simon.
Well, thank you, Ernie. I'm grateful because, you know, obviously I couldn't do it on the field in real life. I can just talk about it.
Yeah. That's a stupid foul right there by CFC.
Unnecessary.
Yeah,
Unnecessary.
maybe stupid is a harsh word, but
it's careless.
It was definitely careless. Yeah, no need for that. You're clearly a second and a half late on the ball. Let your guys make a play down the field.
So 30 minutes played of the first half, still 0-0. I'm not sure what that was about. Zeka winning the ball there. Knoxville players went down injured, but I don't think he touched him.
No, you know, it was a good no call by the official right there.
He didn't touch him, he just slid over.
Alvarez is going to complain, he wants the foul.
Right.
And you know what, I don't blame him. There was contact. He went down, but the thing was, they were both going after the ball. He contacted the other player just as much as the other player contacted him. And I think that...
Knoxville trying to come through. Pelez coming out, grabs that one, says thank you. No problem there, but nice move from Knoxville.
Yeah, that was a good little counter punch right there. But yeah, on that last foul, I love that no call by the official. She absolutely got that right.
Caught sleeping there.
Again, if you switch off for just a second,
I think we did there. I think, yeah, Bouquet switched off a bit there in that one. Oh, that's a nice ball.
Beautiful.
João Costa. Oh, not running out of space and way offside.
I'll love to take a look at the replay on that, but I'll be honest, watching it live, he absolutely bent his run and kept it onside. And I've been wrong before. That was a difficult day for me, but Yeah,
That was unusual for you to do on early.
Yeah, I thought he was on. I watched the run. I watched it unfold. I saw what he was doing. It was a great ball through. I think the line judge might have missed that one. We'll watch the replay later when we get home. But
Sure.
I'm seeing the replay right now in my head. He was onside.
Right.
You know, that's the tricky thing too about being an official. You know, you talk about players switching off. As an official, you're a human being. It's nature sometimes. And if you switch off for a second, then you could visualize. So there's no way he got to that ball fast enough.
Right.
Not saying that's what happened, just saying it could.
A little break down there. Chattanooga not getting the connection there. They're not for either, so it goes out for a Chattanooga throw. Right under the Chattanoogans are in great voice tonight.
They sound like a mob of 10,000.
They do.
But 10,000 well-spirited, not, angry
Not right now.
yet.
Not yet. We'll see how the game goes.
Give another offsides call like that and we'll see what happens.
Nice touch. There's Bouquet trying to come through and deflects out for a goal kick to Knoxville.
Not quite quick
That would
enough.
have been a good move if he got through there. He could have done some damage.
So let's take another chance here to thank our sponsors. CHI Memorial, visit memorial.org, CHI Memorial, imagine better health.
Chattanooga fighting for the ball in midfield there. Referee gives us a foul there, will they?
Yeah, he was pulling on the jersey
There
a
was
little
bit of
bit.
jersey tug in there.
That jersey was a large and now it's creeping towards an XL on the
I think it is.
backside.
Good thing I made the strong stuff.
That's right. Yeah, the Chattahooligans are calling them out right now. If you want a jersey,
Yeah, go buy one.
go buy one. That's right. Ooh.
Nice little move there again. Sanchez trying to set him through.
Yeah, a couple of attackers right there by CFC. I like the aggression.
Nice shot. Oh, just past the keeper's fingertips. Past the far post. A nice shot.
I gotta say that's a really smart shot too. He had two guys in front of him, two attackers, but the back line was in place. They were tight. Formation was good, and he had a back midfielder pressing on his heels. I like the shot there. That's a really smart shot, and you like to see guys do that. You might say, oh, he should have passed it. No, it was right to take the shot there.
Nice touch from Knoxville, but Juhasczyk sprints through and gets hold of that ball first. Keeps it in play. Sanchez back to Juhasczyk. Calm under pressure again. Nice recovery. Bouquet trying to come forward. And Jarokov's a little bit too far up that time.
Yeah, if he runs to the ball, that's a clear offsides that time. Knoxville playing a little backline game there. Careless though.
That was
there's
a bit weird.
There's no reason to make that
That was
mistake.
an unforced error.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, if you're playing in a tennis match, that's one that you hit up into the stands. Nope. Good no call.
going down. No call. No. Knoxville had the advantage trying to come through on this one.
Yeah. No, and they should. You know what? That was an accidental contact, no foul. This ref has done a phenomenal job so far. I am one of the first people to criticize an official when they get a lot of things wrong. So far, I've been very impressed by this.
Yeah, so far so
this
good.
head referee.
Bouquet took a bump, but he's back up. So Knoxville trying to play the deep ball. It's a little too deep.
Yeah, just a desperate heave-ho right there by Knoxville. No real plan in place. clearly by anybody on that ball.
That could be why they
Just
haven't scored that many goals yet this season. They just haven't got that connection up front to, you know, get the attack moving. And they're relying on a single kick to do it, and you can't do that.
Yeah, not a whole lot. We've seen a couple of flashes.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet. Nothing really gets me excited about this. Chattanooga's play, yes, but Knoxville haven't, apart from that one movement they made with the free kick, but really nothing yet to get excited about. Long ball with Sanchez and Zeka. Sanchez hops over his defender. Can he keep it in? He can. Still in play and pushed out for the corner. Another corner for Chattanooga FC. Winning on corners at least.
Yeah, and I love the aggression right there by Chattanooga.
Sure.
They were pushing 4, 5, 6 guys on the back line. Now, Knoxville was playing a high back line, but they were pressing very high, rotating players, giving mixed looks as who's going to make the run. It's clear what CFC's intention is, and I like what they're doing.
He's been in the box a little bit too deep. Zek heads it back in. Free ball. Oh, Knoxville clear it. The ball just bobbles around in the box.
Mistime jump right there. Yeah, that's a free header. You can't mistime that one.
Mistaken move. Menendez there brings Pelez out of the box to clear it.
Great.
Slight error there. Pelez very sharp and clears it away.
That's right. Smart, quick decision by the keeper. That's what you want in a goalkeeper. Clearly, right off the bat, you're seeing a good decision maker with Pelez.
Give them go there on the far side. Chattanooga trying to come down the far side. Right. Keeping possession, playing that triangle again. Yep. Still keeping on possession. Zeka streaks in. And referee sees the foul. I think Zeka was a bit too aggressive. I thought it was 50-50, but the referee doesn't agree.
Yeah, you know, it could be 50-50. The problem with those 50-50 calls is that they might go the other 50 every once in a while. So you never know. But you know, there's a local boy playing for Knoxville FC tonight. You've got Francisco Rodriguez, Kiko Rodriguez from Dalton High School, part of the
very good.
The three-peat state title-winning Dalton High School Catamounts, coached by Matt Cheeves and Jim Wicks and Blair Klebich. And
cool.
yeah, it's you hate to see a great player like that slip through the cracks and go to one of the rival teams, but good for him. We wish him the best, and he knows what's up when he comes into Finley. He's been to a few games here. He knows what it's all about. So that's a good thing. Great pickup by Knoxville to get him.
It is. And a lot of teams in the NPSL do pick players and they change around. And we've got some of the players that were at Memphis last year, and they got 1 or 2 of ours. So, you know, we may get them to play here yet. You never know.
Well, yeah, no, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's right. We want some local talent. So, oh, look at that! Sanchez dancing and ducking and diving. Look at that! Nice footwork. Back to Hernandez. Cross to Costa. A little bit strong there from Hernandez. Keeps it in play. Again, Knoxville putting it out for the corner. They couldn't get past Valenciano. Had to put it out.
You're seeing a lot of great creativity in the final third by CFC, though. It's the polar opposite of what you're seeing out of Knoxville, where they're just lobbing one in, hoping for a miracle, like a crow flying by to knock it out of the air. CFC is getting very creative. That's a good sign.
They are. Woodfin again, deep, very deep in the box. Zeka there to head it back in. Knoxville clear it. That's kind of a repeat of the last one. Hernandez on top of the D. Trying to make something of it. Now Knoxville trying to make the break. One of them's down with the plays going on. Again, it's very fast. Knoxville trying to find a gap. Nobody in the box to receive it.
Knoxville's counterattack does not look like a massive speed threat to me.
Didn't look too strongly, did it? And got a foul against Zeka there. He just got away from his marker and the lines and flagged that one very quickly.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you're going to get called for that every single time.
Right.
Whenever you go high with your arms like that, your two horses racing down the line with each other, and
Yep. Someone's going to lose.
the defender went down a little easy for me on that one, but you're still, you know, I mean, he did the right thing.
It's that long ball again from Knoxville. Pelez comes out, saves it with his knees.
Oh.
Takes a little bump, but he's okay. He's going to walk it off.
Now, we have not seen this out of him all night long until just now.
Right.
He has been decisive and quick off the line. Right there, he hesitated.
There wasn't there, a slight touch.
That's right.
Half a second.
It almost cost him an easy goal for Knoxville, undeserved goal. I mean, there was nothing in that attack, and he got nicked up as well.
Yep. It's one of those knocks you can walk off, but let's hope it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, let's hope that they're, you know, whatever their injuries are, okay. But if you ever do get hurt, you should check out the Center for Sports Medicine, the official trainers and orthopedic provider of Chattanooga FC. Also, an official sponsor of your Chattanooga FC. Yeah, he's testing that leg out right now.
He is a bit, isn't he? Yeah, this is another game with a goalkeeper injury. You don't really want to see the whole goalkeeping crew go down so early in the season.
Right. You know, when you bang knees like that, it hurts. It feels worse than it is.
It's bone on bone.
That's
so
right.
It's always painful.
That's right.
So
it's probably nothing more than a bruise. I would say he's going to be fine, but he's definitely needs to keep moving. And
feel that.
I'll say this too.
Go on.
An injury like that comes just 2 minutes before halftime. Isn't great, because now you go into the locker room, you sit down, you get stiff.
Right.
When he gets in there, they need to make sure he gets on an exercise bike and maybe ignores the conversation from Coach Elliott and just keeps that knee warm. That's the only thing that'll make it better.
Right. Well, the ball's back in play with the throw in, and Knoxville doing the sporting thing and playing it back to Chattanooga FC. So we got less than a minute of regulation time. There has been a whole lot of stoppage, so maybe a minute or two to add in, and Knoxville taking a chunk out of Sanchez, but play goes on. Knoxville trying to get a move going. Unable to make the connection there.
That was a cohesive attack by Knoxville.
Yeah, okay.
Clear foul.
Held back. And there's the first card of the night.
Yeah, it was intentional.
Number 28 gets the yellow card. First one of the night.
He's frustrated. He's been aggressive already. He hasn't had a lot of good opportunities.
That's
and,
right.
That was just a frustration foul. He's beaten right there. There's no threat. There's no need to pull the jersey, but he did it. You're gonna get yellowed for that. You're gonna get the caution every time.
Yeah, you are.
So yellow on Matthew Zacic.
Yeah, number 26, not 28. Sorry, folks. I think as a forward doing that, he's a little frustrated. He's not getting the service and getting a chance to retake some strikes too. If the ball goes past him, yeah, it is frustrating. As a forward, I get that.
Oh yeah, I used to play. That was the position I played most, and that's such a frustrating thing.
I played that too, and you always want that ball, and it's not coming to you. You get ticked off, and you aren't getting that feed. Knoxville too strong with the pass, and Zacic just lets it go past him. So Jack taking the throw back in. We're into over regulation time now. The referee's keeping the time on the field, so he'll be the one to let us know when it's half time. Rather sheep. We have a late referee tonight.
Don't have any word on how much.
Probably 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All
I'd
right.
say 2 minutes.
That's what the
It's
announcer
about
just
right.
said. So
Yeah,
2 minutes.
They answered your question there.
Yeah.
So
I jumped the gun there. I saw.
it's all good.
I saw it was already at 45 and started getting antsy. Start making
I
guesses.
was expecting a goal by now. The first half, the way we've seen the play go, but still 0-0. Knoxville holding on.
You described it
giving it
perfectly.
away.
You described it perfectly. Holding on is exactly what
They
they're
seem
doing.
to be, yeah.
What a cute little touch right there. Or cheeky, as they would say,
Very
across,
cheeky
across
little
the
touch.
pond.
Yes.
Going full speed, do a little tap back to yourself. Very nice.
trying to come forward here. Trying to spread across, but again, Sanchez there to break it up. Down Valenciano, coming down the left wing. Who's he got in the box to aim for? Right through and straight to the keeper. Bit of a waste there.
Yeah, Costa didn't anticipate that ball coming through.
Not really.
And yeah, that's Zeka. That was what was on his mind, was let Costa play onto the ball.
We're trying to make a break in the last minute of the first half. See if they can get something on the scoreboard.
Great
Still,
move.
nice little move. Pelez comes out and gathers the ball, and it comes off him, and that's a free kick to Chattanooga. Goal kick, but Pelez got another knock, and he's signalling to be substituted. He's actually doing that moving motion with the arms. Says he wants to be substituted. The referee's blown for half time. It gives him a chance to treat him, but Pelez obviously wants to come off. That knee's still bothering him. So, looking at the cameras rolling, you can watch that and see how he's doing with the injury, if they have to treat him or substitute him out in the second half. But we'll take a 15-minute break here. It's 0-0. Chattanooga FC against Emerald Force from Knoxville tonight here at Finley Stadium. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. Go and have a cup of tea and a biscuit, and we'll be back very shortly. Me and Ernie will go and do the same. We'll see you after the break.
Chattanooga FC would like to thank Volkswagen, Chattanooga for being the club's 2018 title sponsor.
Here comes
We're
Canada.
grateful for their ongoing support. We'd also like to thank CHI Memorial Hospital and the Center for Sports Medicine, our gold sponsors, and all of our other sponsors. There's their support that makes your annual tickets possible. Fans, very shortly, we would like you to turn your attention to the field for our Academy Sports halftime activities.
Who are you rooting for?
England.
Yeah, but after they lose. Here comes Canada.
Second-half substitutions coming in for Emerald Force. Number 31, Ryan Coulter. And for Chattanooga FC, coming in for the interim Roberto Price. Number 30, Nick Croucher.
And we're back. Thanks for staying with us for the second half. We had a good break there. We were having a quick chat about the goalkeepers in the break and about the general tactics. And kind of surprised CFC has not scored a goal yet, but hopefully in the second half we'll see some of that. They are substituting Umberto Pelez, so we'll have a new goalkeeper out there at the moment.
Yeah, number 31, Ryan Coulter, came in for Knoxville at the break as well. So a couple of different moves. Of course, you know why CFC did theirs.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's like Umberto can't continue.
Ryan Coulter. So we had two goal. Not sure why I didn't notice this, but yeah, two goalkeeper swaps.
Right.
Happened.
So yeah, we have Nick Croucher, number 30, in goal for CFC. And so those are the two changes. Very more we'll let you know during the course of the second half. We're about to get underway.
When was the last time you saw both goaltenders, I say tenders, that's a hockey term, goalkeepers, I've been watching the hockey playoffs.
You have, haven't you?
Been watching NHL playoffs.
It's unusual to see goalkeepers get subbed out.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously
Right.
CFC's was hurt, but to see the other guy, he's fine. So I wonder
Yeah.
if the coach is questioning some of the decisions.
It may be. Some of the moves he made were not what the coach wanted to see. But he's on the bench. Knoxville have got 5 on the bench, no, 6 on the bench, and CFC have got 8, so we may see a lot more subs in the second half. CFC, of course, now playing towards the giant scoreboard from left to right. You're watching at home, and they're right under the nose of the hooligans, who will definitely give them the 12th man treatment and help them lift and score more goals. Trying to get Cameron Woodfin free. Twisting, turning, doesn't quite come off and goes out for a throw.
Yeah, got a little too out of control right there, trying to get creative. We like the aggression, but...
yeah, control as well is good.
That's right.
Knoxville with a throw, but losing it straight away. Cameron Woodfin trying to make a mark on this game. And again, it's just trickling out. They're playing too close to this near side line. And it's going to give himself enough space for that extra step to control the ball.
Yeah, you know, this field is plenty wide.
Sure.
It's a frustrating thing to see teams play so narrow on one edge.
Just to play in like a little 6-foot area, it's like, really? You got all this space? But that's how they do it. So,
That's right.
the referee's having a word. Again, one of the Knoxville players is getting a talking to from the referee. Little warning there about their behaviour.
Yeah, this official's had good control of the game so
Yeah,
far.
so far so good.
Yeah, she's not putting up with any shenanigans, and I like to see that out of
That's
an official.
good too. Yes.
Keeps the game clean.
Well, I do too. It makes the players get on with the game instead of trying to show off the referee. So,
and teams who are a little less talented, perhaps, in the skilled part of the game, they want to get the game out of control. They want it rough. They want lots of fouls.
Exactly.
They want to get in the head of the opponent.
right. A bit more composed, but not able to make something out of this just yet in the early minutes of the second half. Just want to say a quick hello to Cheryl Phipps, who's listening on the stream tonight. Cheryl's usually in the stadium making a ton of noise, so for various reasons she couldn't make it. So hey Cheryl, hope you're enjoying the stream with me and Ernie, and we'll see you at the next game Wednesday night.
Yeah, Cheryl, miss you.
In fact, I hope to see a lot of you next Wednesday night here in Chattanooga. We've got another home game at 7:30.
Wow.
And but we have 3 this week.
That through ball right there to the corner was an absolute peach, and not sure about the call there, who got the final touch, but unfortunate.
It wasn't, was it? So yeah, this week on Wednesday night we got Asheville City coming over from North Carolina to play us. That's 7:30 Wednesday night, and then this time next Saturday we got New Orleans Jiffers making the long dart from the Gulf Coast, and they were. It was a good challenge last year. We played them, so they always give us a great game, and we always enjoy hosting them and hosting their coach as he entertains us during the game too. So 2 more games in 7 days for the Chattanooga players. They'll be tired, but you can see some great soccer without even leaving Chattanooga. So if you want an excuse to come down and see a game, this week is probably your best bet.
Yeah, you know, that's a really tough run right there for a club at any level, to have that many games in such a short period of time. You know, physiologically, you need recovery and rest for playing a sport
trying to get
like
that.
this.
Goes out for a goal kick to the Emerald Force.
But yeah, a real treat for the fans.
Oh, absolutely.
This week. I mean,
absolutely. Great use for your season ticket. Of course, you have one of those, don't you, folks? And it just makes it a great week of soccer. So you'll go home tired but very happy after 3 games in a row. And we'll be here to stream every game. Don't forget, every CFC game is streamed live. So no need to ask. There's always a stream going on. Nice there from Costa trying to come in on the keeper. That's the kind of aggression you were talking about, Ernie, where they keep challenging and don't give the keeper a break.
yeah, he's really fast, very aggressive. But, you know, talking about what we talked about a minute ago, you got to save something for the rest of the week.
Well, that's it. Referee called the foul, I think. Yeah, go and give him the foul away there. A little bit too strong on that one.
It's always going to be a foul.
Yep.
Not necessarily a right foul, but it's always going to get called. Yeah, that New Orleans Jesters coach is the perfect antagonist for the Chatahooligans. A rival team.
Absolutely.
He plays the villain perfectly.
Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think he means to, but he does it very well. That's why we always enjoy hosting. We'll go in there because it's always entertaining to watch.
that's right.
So. Chattanooga looking to come forward. We'll make something happen in the second half.
Juan's just a step off sides.
Yeah, he is.
He's right to make that call. The line judge was absolutely correct on that. He's got a big long leg out in front of that last defender. But if it works, he's off to the races. Real curious to see how these 2 backup goalkeepers play out this dynamic in the second half, Simon.
Right. I am too, because they obviously train hard and they want to make an impression, so they'll want to make a good showing of it. I know that.
That's right. And there's the pressure finally from Knoxville coming from Matthew
Who's in there? They're
Zatchett.
starting to do a little bit more.
Yeah. press the goalkeeper, make him make a decision.
Hernandez setting Woodfin free. Cam struggling there for it. Still got possession though. Came out of that very well.
Great individual
Hernandez
effort.
showing awareness and keeping the ball moving. Zeka all the way back. Lima. Chattanooga taking their time, slowing the pace a little bit. There's a nice little touch. There's that ball.
Drop it.
Can we get a shot? No.
Missed it absolutely golden.
Woodfin hoofs it over the shot like a golf shot. Nothing comes out of it. Nice little move.
It's unfortunate because if he backheels that, Zeka's got a wide open shot and he's got all four corners open. Zeka's never going to miss there.
No, he's not.
And you know he was calling for the ball, and to not give the backheel there, I just caught that really cost us a goal.
Well, you know Zeka wants to impress tonight because his aunt's in the crowd. So he definitely wants to make an impression in front of the family.
Yeah.
This will be the night to give him a shot and give him a goal.
But that was a really great attack by CFC. Really, really strong intent.
That was good.
And execution was good right up to the final shot. Yeah, that's looked like a handball. Definitely incidental. Just a little away from the body, no big deal.
Lima making the turn, staying calm under pressure. Must be frustrating for the Knoxville strikers, as we saw earlier with the yellow card, because they just can't get that service to get a shot in.
And they're on an island.
They are a little bit stuck, aren't they?
Not a lot of support coming from up the middle behind them.
Yeah, they're not getting the service they like.
No, Zach's just playing. It looks like he's trying to play a true 9 spot there.
Right.
And you've got a guy behind him in support with Kyle Hellman, but he's not. Hellman's not pushing up high enough to really support a 9 like that.
Right. I'm with you.
Chattahooligans are clearly dissatisfied with some of the calls that happened recently in this game.
Yeah, happy with the referee giving that corner to Knoxville on the far side. So
Yeah.
see if Knoxville will make something happen out of this corner.
They're hangry. They're hungry for a goal, and that makes them angry.
Hernandez streaks out and clears it. Knoxville get possession back, trying to make something happen. Ball's bobbling around. Knoxville still can't make it happen. And it runs out for a Knoxville throw.
You know, the more games like this go on, though, the more you let a team like Knoxville hang around,
Yeah.
the more likely some random unlucky
deflection
thing.
or an
That's
own goal
right.
or something foolish, and
That's right.
that's it. That's football. That's how it works.
See it all the time at every level. You know,
You do.
teams beating other teams that had
Trying to
no
get
business.
the cross going, hooked away. Zeka trying to break. Not a great pass. A little unsettled right now, I'd say, Chattanooga. Not quite as fluid as they were in the first half. They need to settle down a bit on this and get their structure back. Gona goes down there and foul given. Taken too quickly in the wrong place, so Chattanooga having a reset. Take the foul in the right location. Take the kick rather.
It's a good time for the reset, though. You know, like you were just touching on it. They were a little out of control, getting a little ornery with the ball.
Yeah.
Slow things down, get back to that mindset you had before, play the ball from the back.
That's it. One just runs out for an easy goal kick to the Force. Just like to say thank you again for our sponsors, Fox 61, for sponsoring the stream tonight. We appreciate you guys and thank you very much. And don't forget, Fox 61 is your local Chattanooga channel.
And a proud supporter of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the
Well, there
area.
is that too. Come on, Chattanooga. Here they go. And stolen away at the last minute. Costa streaking through while I was talking. Knoxville having to come back in a rush and defend. Now it's a corner to Chattanooga. Again, Cam Woodford taking all the corners so far tonight. He's waving at the hooligans, starting to make some more noise, and that can be felt on the field, that extra bit of push. Sections 109 and 108 down there. All the players in the box, here it comes. Ball right through the box, off the head of a Chattanooga player, and out for a Knoxville throw on the far side. Came to nothing really, could have been something there, and nothing really made of it.
Yeah, but I like that they're mixing it up on the corners. They're trying different strategies. They're going long, going short, going in the middle. Keep the back line guessing, keep them moving
We
around.
saw that last year, and almost every corner last year was identical. It was always a long one at the far side of the box, and it just got like everybody could see what was going to happen, and it stopped being useful. So it's better to mix it up and vary those all the time.
That's right, and these guys watch film. They know what's coming. They know what to expect. They spend a lot of time training, and if you start seeing tendencies like that from teams, then you know how to prepare for it. Good idea. Just as good a defense, though, by Knoxville.
Didn't quite come off.
Bringing it across the middle. Great through ball. Strong run by the left back there from CFC. Good idea.
Come on! Oh! Shot in the front and again, scooped over the bar.
Thought they were going to flag him off sides there
I
for
did
a
too.
second. He was real close, but he must
He
have
was,
just
wasn't
he must have just kept it within inches, I guess. Great little sequence from CFC. Same result, unfortunately. Knoxville taking their sweet time with this kick and goal right here. Okay, with an absolutely great idea. Good run right there. Had a man on the side, didn't quite connect. Good step up by the defender, got to give him credit. Zecca with the move inside there, can't quite get the cross wrapped around. He's won a deflection. Might be why the ball went behind the net. Yeah, if you're Knoxville right here, you're not in any hurry to put that ball back in play. You haven't had any threats so far, not really to speak of anyway.
Well,
Slow the game down.
Well, the counterpoint to that is they need to win a game early and get some points. 1 point is great for a draw, but they need to really get more than that to have a good season.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that earlier, and you know, you'd think, well, they need to be more aggressive. They need
I
to
would
get
have
the ball in
thought
play.
so, yeah.
But it's clear at this point they're still sticking with sort of a traditional strategy, as that, you know, get a draw on the road if you can and win at home.
Right.
That's an awful lot of eggs to put in one basket.
It is a bit, and I'm sure any coach would like to settle for just draws all the time. It's not what we play soccer for, is it? We play soccer for the excitement of winning.
That's right.
Hernandez in space. Nice ball. Costa, broken down. Costa, the temper shot, broken away into another corner.
I really thought Costa was going to.
I thought he was going to let that one fly.
Just couldn't quite
Bang
get
it into
it.
the back of the net and make it go right through. But
To your point about draws, though, that's
Yeah.
why it's the thrill of draws isn't a saying. The thrill of victory
there
is
is
the
no
saying.
thrill in draw.
No. You have some near thrills.
And we've seen that watching Premier League soccer, and we're like, not on the draw. There's a head there.
Oh, there it is.
And there it is. There's the goal.
An absolute stunner. CFC goes to the middle, what we talked about a minute ago. They send it to the middle. They've been mixing it up, going long on the crosses. They've hit a few short ones. This one's right in the middle. An absolute beauty.
So excited. Valenciano just smacking up with his head and right past the keeper.
You get the
He was so pumped up. He dashed over to the fans and just, wow, pumped up. There we are, 1-0 Chattanooga in the 62nd minute.
Well, it was always coming, Simon. You know, you felt that it was just a matter of it until they broke through. Now you have to wonder, they've put the crack in the dam. Is the whole thing going to collapse?
Well, that's what we saw with the other games when Knoxville was after the first goal. They just fell apart. And the other results they've had, but Chattanooga won up. Knoxville cannot sit back. As you were saying, no one plays for a draw.
That's right.
Not very exciting. So,
yeah, but I love pushing Valenciano up into the box right there. He's the big, tall body. He's athletic. He's strong.
He is, and he plays off during the whole game. He's at the back of that diamond formation we talked about at the start of the broadcast. So he's between the midfield and the attackers, but he comes forward into the gap in the diamond and makes that third man in the attacking midfield, and bam, there it was.
Yeah, and for all you would-be coaches out there, if you want to show your players how to hit a glancing header to the corner, and you want to do some how-to videos, don't worry about that. Just hit record on what you just saw and show that to every player you ever coached on corners. Great cross, but that's a textbook header. Timed it perfectly, and he poked it right in the corner. Looks like one of the Knoxville players is down.
He did. He got a knock, and he's hobbling. They're taking him off the treatment.
And what's bad about that, Simon, is I saw him go down. He didn't get hit by anything, which means he probably twisted something.
Oh, he took a bad turn.
Might have strained.
Or he hit the upright. Did he hit the bar or the upright?
It didn't look like he hit the pole.
Yeah, he subbed out. He's making the signal to be subbed out. So.
Yeah, I don't know if he hit the post or not, but I saw him go down, and when you see a player do that and they don't collide with anybody, immediately you think he tweaked something. Yeah.
So, 1-0 to Chattanooga FC, getting ready to restart when the injured player is taken off. They're going to have to make a quick substitution here for Knoxville. And soon that happens, it'll be underway. Of course, they can play with 10 men, but they'd probably rather not to.
That's right.
So, Knoxville again, staring a third defeat in a row in the face. Let's see if they've got something in reserve and they can come back.
Number 2, Cole Hilton's coming into the game for Knoxville as a substitute. And if you're ready to make a substitution with your bank, you should check out Atlanta Capital Bank. It's the official bank of your Chattanooga Football Club. Bank in the right direction with Atlantic Capital. And CFC was going in the right direction with that last goal.
They are now.
Just like Atlanta.
I mean, that's been coming for a while. So, that was good. And now Knoxville can't sit back. Well, they can, but it'll be, you know, not get the result they want if they sit back. Zeka coming in there.
Aggressive play.
Good aggressive play. Hang on. No, tell a lie, that's Woodford. The orange boots threw me. Everyone's got the orange boots on, and I'm like, it's always Zeka, but it's not.
Well, you know, I mean, what they say. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Zeka.
He is, let's go.
So it's easy to
orange boots. Okay, Zeka's got the yellowy tangerine boots. Oh, and he gets a push over. Talking to Zeka.
Do you have a crayon box sitting over there that I don't know about? With the tangerine?
I have a lexicon with me tonight early, so I'm good. I can. My wife got her nails done this morning, so I got to spend a lot of time looking at colours, and it's still rubbing off on me.
I saw those nails.
There you go.
And I complimented her on them.
CFC blue nails, very good.
Yeah, those are very pretty, yes. And I noticed you didn't get yours done.
Next week. So Hernandez standing over the ball for a free kick, right on the byline for Knoxville. Can we get something happening here from a set piece? Lobbing it into the box. Chattanooga get ahead in it, but we can't get in towards the goal, so a goal kick for Knoxville.
That's a dangerous position for a free kick to give one away, but it's also a very difficult place to take a free kick.
It is.
You can't shoot,
yeah.
So they know it's a cross that's coming, so it narrows what the defense has to do.
Right.
And we're just sitting here watching a wonderful soccer game, looking at the skyline of downtown Chattanooga.
It's great, isn't it? It's one of the great things about being here. It's a great view and a fabulous game of soccer. If you're watching at home and you wonder what we're talking about, come down and see a game. Oh, almost a touch in there for a goal, and another foul in the box. That could have been a penalty call, that barge on Zeka. The referee waved it on. But yeah, come down on Wednesday night when we play Asheville City, or come down next Saturday for New Orleans Jesters. Hear what we're talking about here in the box. See the beautiful stadium, the beautiful view, and the great crowd, and the amazing atmosphere for yourself. Don't stay at home on the couch. Come down to a game. Once you come, you'll be hooked. That's how we got started, and then we'll look back since.
That's right. All 10 of us that were at the first game.
That's it.
Good pressure right there by Knoxville after giving up the opening goal.
They were taking it right down to Chattanooga then.
That's right. And it's what you want to see out of your players if you're a coach. You need to have a surge. Of course, you know, if you're Coach Elliott, you've got to, you know, your players have got to realize there's going to be a surge coming.
Sure.
Looks like we got another substitution in for Knoxville, number 12. Ricky Volney's coming in. This is a defensive change, but a player that gives you options on the attack, especially on the counter.
They need some attackers really to do something else. Long throw into the box.
You saw Richie pushing up very high right there.
Taking a shot, but it's almost no contact. It spins away. No danger there at all from Knoxville really at the end of it.
Yeah, right there you like to see the defender overlap. The midfielder, you know, pulls back up the field, glances the ball to him, and then you got a free run down the sideline. Just a little communication thing that didn't quite happen right there with CFC.
Into the 70th minute, 1-0 to Chattanooga FC. Knoxville need to do something if they're going to stay in this game. You can't really afford to waste time or think too much. You need to go push forward. With a long throw. Chattanooga to it first.
Yeah. Got to stay disciplined if you're Chattanooga right here.
That's it.
Watch all those lanes.
Just wait for the keeper. Croucher gets his body behind that, no problems.
Marking looks good by CFC right there. It's looked good all game.
Pretty solid, yeah.
Only a couple of instances where it looked like they were caught flat-footed. Other than that, good discipline by the back line. They're keeping their shape pretty well.
Ball from Woodfield under pressure. Spreads it across the pitch, which is good to see. Chattanooga starting to build again. It's a bit too long, I think. Menendez, yeah. The keeper gathers it.
Just a little much. Knoxville trying to get a little possession here of their own. And the commentator's curse strikes again.
Keep saying that.
Just keep it up.
Knoxville trying to get possession. Knoxville trying to get possession. There you go, that's it.
That's it.
Guaranteed to get more goals for Chattanooga. Bombs away, they're making a quick substitution too. Chattanooga bringing on their first substitution, taking off Zeka. Bringing on number 15, Charlie Clark, our goal scorer against Detroit. Yeah, Zeka always popular, gets a big round of applause from the crowd, but Charlie Clark is looking to fill his shoes, I think, this season, so let's see what Charlie's got. I know he's keen to get some more goals.
I like players named Charlie.
You do?
Yeah, I don't know why. It might be Charlie Adams that I saw playing for Stoke.
There you go.
Has such a strong leg. Of course, they just got relegated, so a lot of good it did.
Another contents curse there too. That's right.
That's right. To be fair, it happened after.
Okay,
I said that after the fact.
So, there we go. What a great Charlie was Charlie George, who played for Arsenal in the 1970s, the double winning team in 1971. That long haired striker. Chattanooga trying to get something coming on here.
I'm impressed you remember that Arsenal squad.
Well, I met him. He came to my town and signed autographs at the local car dealers, so I got to meet him.
Well, I just meant, because you're younger than me, and I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've forgotten that part of the story. Thanks, Thanks for reminding me.
Really coming off.
Crouch are way out of the box there to clear that one.
Well, and speaking of out of the box, we want to give another shout out to one of our sponsors, Vayner Media. Chattanooga FC's real-time guide to marketing. You get a lot of marketing firms, marketing companies that are giving you tactics and strategies that are weeks, months, even sometimes years old. And Vayner Media gives you real-time marketing strategies. That's what you expect from a name like Vayner. Gary Vaynerchuk, his company's always going to be at the forefront.
All right, Chattanooga making a substitution there. Taking off Cam Woodfin and bringing on Caleb Cole. Striker for a striker. So we'll see if some fresh legs can put some zip into Chattanooga's attack. So we've got two strikers on that are fresh. We'll see what they can do. Back to the keeper. A little dangerous, but Knox will clear it.
Costa is so fast.
He really is, isn't he? Even this late into the game, he's played over an hour and he's still fast.
Yeah, 74th minute, and he still looks like he's shot out of a cannon. Now he's bending over at the waist, catching his breath. I gotta stop talking.
You really do, but it's all good because we're enjoying Chattanooga having the lead and still getting the lion's share of play at the moment too. Trying to get play going there, and another block. Costa blocks, body checks, but the referee lets it go. So play goes on. Caleb Cole. Back to go. So Hernandez beaten a little bit there. Knoxville trying to come forward, but they're outnumbered again.
A great little touch by Kyle Hellman right there. That was a really nice touch. Quick turn and move. Nothing comes of it. Yeah, and then that's just a careless giveaway.
It was, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, there's no need for that. When you're, especially when you're in a hole that they're in right now, season-wise.
Another substitution.
Costa's coming off.
Yeah, quick 3 substitutions in a row. Bang, bang, bang. So João Costa coming off, and Felipe Oliveira, number 11, coming on. Felipe, a proven goal scorer too. So.
I feel terrible. I feel like that was all me that caused Costa to come off. I was just talking about how he still looks fast in the 74th minute, and then they sub him out.
Coach Bill is conserving strategy. I'm sure these guys will feature again on Wednesday's night against Asheville City here at 7:30 on Wednesday night. So he has to conserve his firepower a little bit. Plus, he's replaced striker for striker, which is a very aggressive play.
That's right.
Which is what the fans want to see.
Sure, but I don't envy his task this week. That's walking a tightrope. How long should you keep your front line in? How long?
Right.
How long do you give them until you start making substitutions? I think he's towing that line really well tonight. With a given, that they've got 3 games in 7 days.
Well, that's it. It's hard on the body. Even these guys are young and fit, it's still hard on the body.
That's right.
Wow.
I don't see how you call a foul.
Iona comes through 2 guys who try to take him out, and the foul's called against him.
The meat in the sandwich was called for the foul. He gets bookended and he gets the foul. I don't necessarily agree with that one, but you know what? She's done a great job tonight. She's controlled the game. She's trying to make sure nothing gets out of control.
Right.
Probably a no call right there, but.
I would let that one ride, but I'm not on the field, so they see things that we don't see.
Good pressure right there by CFC.
Charge down by Oliveira.
Yeah, Felipe really got that boot up high.
He did.
You never know with those things. It could result in a play.
Sometimes they do, yeah. Caleb Cole trying to make something happen here. Oh, that touch did not work out for them there, but Chattanooga still wins the throw. 77th minute, still 1-0 Chattanooga. Knoxville not looking like they're going to do much. It's still Chattanooga again. Foul call there, didn't really see that, but the referee did.
Yeah, a couple of ticky-tack fouls. Last couple of possessions.
Definitely.
Gone against CFC.
Yeah, some referees let those go and some will call them, I think. On the night, depends who's referee.
She's been really consistent, though. You know,
Well,
you gotta
she
give it to her.
has,
There's no shenanigans.
Nice move from Knoxville, but Crouch is up quick. Crouch grabs the ball and on they go. And Knoxville having to reset. Chattanooga coming forward. Streaking through there. And there it is. There's the goal, number 2.
What an absolute sheer willpower goal.
Charlie Clark.
I told you, there's something about the name Charlie.
That's it. You said that was it. Charlie Clark almost gets pushed over a foul in the box and a penalty, but keeps going.
He gets mugged.
Slides the ball into the near post past the keeper, and there it is, 2-0. He's got his on the score sheet. He's excited.
He should be. That's an that one will shoot adrenaline through your veins more than anything. He fought. He shrugged off 2 guys. He sprinted that one down
was
like
so
a
quick.
thoroughbred. And then he muscles his way past. He's getting shoulder barged.
He was in the box, where they could have called it a penalty for that.
And then he still has the balance and the skill to slot one past the keeper.
Yeah, not try and strike it really hard and miss. He had the skill to push it in.
That's right.
You know,
just pass it.
just enough power to go in the goal.
Fantastic.
So that's great.
A couple of great goals.
Absolutely. Oliveira's on the ball again. What's Oliveira going to do? Has he got space to shoot? Trying to come in, trying to set Hernandez free. Nah, didn't quite come off, but 2 up. Knox looking very shaky right now. They're trying to make something happen, but they're running out of time.
Yeah.
Oh, good tackle.
They're going to need to start pushing more
really
men forward.
They're probably going to start making fouls. They keep getting frustrated too. But yeah, Sanchez holding up strong there under pressure. Croucher clears it back into play. Chattanooga really going for it now. They're pumped up, aren't they? You can tell.
It's a risky slide tackle
It
right
was,
there.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
studs up, but
Here we go.
got all
Charlie
wrong.
Clark again. Deep into the box. Who's there? Oh, almost.
Oliveira's offside. Smart move to let the ball
wasn't he?
go. He didn't make a
was.
play on it. What an absolutely beautiful run. Was that Bouquet coming in on the other side?
Yeah. Bouquet sliding in across there.
I mean, the flower metaphors are just unstoppable right now for Bouquet.
Absolutely. He's blooming all over the field.
I wasn't going to say that one.
Oh, we might as well get him the cheap ones as well as the good ones.
That's right. It's a general admission ticket, so we might as well.
Yeah, all the jokes get a general admission with us. That's right. Trying to set Hernandez for a little bit too strong there, but Chattanooga looking for the 3rd goal. Into the last 10 minutes of regulation play, and Chattanooga looking very strong now at 2 up. Knoxville looking really into the jaws of the 3rd defeat in a row, which is not good for them.
Right.
Oliveira in the box, couldn't get the angle and the contact right. But yeah, those fresh legs have really paid off. Coach Bill subbed at the right time.
There's no question.
And he's got fresh attackers, and Knoxville on the back foot now.
You know, it speaks to the depth they've built this year when you pull off a player like Costa and you put in Clark and you don't miss a step.
Well, that's it. In fact, you improved, actually. Look sharp. Sanchez still trying to come through. So, bobbles away in the goalkeeper's hands. Trying to get play going again. Tag breaks down. Oh, and there's Oliveira again. Fed the ball. Trying to come through. Nice shot there.
Is that bouquet on the shot?
That was Bouquet on the shot and deflects out for a corner. I think he may have played for the deflection there actually. When he realised he couldn't get a clean shot, he just said, well, I'll just get us the corner instead. So, corner to Chattanooga on the near side.
Bouquet was taking really long strides right there. He was looking a little tired before he took that shot.
Right.
You don't blame him, he just had 3 sprints up the field.
Long ball, deep in the box, a little bit too long. Goes right through. Knoxville flood out, trying to get the offside line. Trying to get the ball away. Get the benefit of the deflection there. And again, pushed out, held up for a throw on the near side by the bench. Knoxville coach does not bring on any more subs.
No, you
might want some fresh legs at this point.
Swinging the ball out to Richie Volney right there. They brought him in for some speed on the wing.
And he's done that. But they could use some more fresh legs, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
As you were saying, good cross. Caleb Cole there to clear it.
Yeah, just make sure it's out. It's probably going out anyway, but he felt the runner on his back and didn't want to take a chance on it. That's smart play.
So Knoxville the corner on the near side. See if they can make something happen. Get ahead on it. It goes out for a goal kick. They could not get the connection. So Crouch are not going to rush over this goal kick as we go into the 85th minute coming up.
Another long throw down the line.
Oliveira ducking and diving, trying to get away from his marker.
It's so hard what these guys do, you know, with guys pushing on them, pushing on their lower back. You get elbows in your middle back, lower back. You get, you know, little tugs on the jersey. Your knees, your ankles are, you know, clicking against each other. It's so hard to maintain the control that these guys show us every single week.
That's it.
It's one of those little subtleties in the game that you don't really think much about when you're just watching, but
Right.
it's always going on.
Knoxville trying to make a break here.
Yeah, Knoxville's throwing 4 guys forward now, which is what they should be doing.
So, free kick to Chattanooga. Going and not happy with that one. Way was taken down. Having a word with the lineswoman too. But play goes in Chattanooga's favour. Trying to come through and get something going here on the far side. Still there. Out for a Knoxville goal kick.
Tremendous defense right there.
Yeah, they had to hold on there.
That's right.
No, actually a foul given on a goal kick. So still Knoxville's kick though either way.
Yeah, but great defense right there by the right back. You know, you want to see your defenders still sprinting
Knoxville
back
are giving
full
up the
speed.
ball very easy. There's Hernandez coming through. Can he make it? Yes, he can. He's in the box. Can he cross it? Nice tackle from Knoxville. Tries to give it in play, but Oliveira's right there. And it's the referee giving it.
That's the right
I
call.
think it went out. Did it for a corner? Did it go over the line?
It did.
I thought he hooked it back with his foot.
It took him a long time to raise that flag down there
Did
for
a
the
bit,
corner.
didn't it?
And the first PC play-in is the Chattanooga market. Chattanooga FC players will be available tomorrow during the Sunday Chattanooga market to sign autographs.
So another corner at the CFC.
To see Chattanooga
Caleb Cole taking it in the box, right across. Oh, the keeper holds it. Good save, keeper. Brings it to his body and no problems there at all.
Yeah, keeper always had that one. A little
did,
too
didn't
close
he?
to him.
Yeah.
Caught him right in the gut. But then a bad giveaway.
Really, really cheap giveaway there. Sets Oliveira off and the keeper both running for it. And in the end, the speed of the ball gets away from both of them. So Knoxville breathe again in the last few minutes of regulation play. Hoofed away in the stands there by Chattanooga. So run the clock down a little bit there, and Knoxville not seeing a great sense of urgency, even though they could try for a goal, but they aren't really going hard, and that was foul against Chattanooga FC. I think the player almost fell over, but however, the referee sees it differently.
That's the best effort I've seen from Knoxville so far.
Right.
In the final third. That's not really a foul.
No,
he had his
I didn't
arm
think it was
open.
either.
But yeah, he went down. He went down pretty easy there on that one.
I think so. So we get a free kick about 25 yards out.
But you're right. You know, there's not that sense of urgency
or zip in a team that's down.
and composure. They're giving the ball away too easy. You mentioned that too.
And that's just wasted again. It goes out, nobody on the end of it, and not really aimed at anybody. It's like they've given up, which is, it's not good for their season. This is their third defeat in a row. I mean, it doesn't bode well for Knoxville after last year. They had such a good season and got into the playoff for the Southeast Conference.
Right.
And this season is not going to go their way at all. If they play this way, it's not going to be good.
No, they're in trouble, and
It looks like
and it doesn't look like
and
they're
it's early.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they're doing much to dig themselves out of trouble.
That one drifts out for a Knoxville throw, but as the clock ticks on, they get, see that every pass is anticipating now and not really able to make something happen. There's a good ball. Still onside.
Yeah, he had the
Clark,
right idea.
yeah, a little bit lack of communication there, but Chattanooga still got the momentum. Caleb Cole having a shot.
Yeah.
Just goes wide of the right post.
Yeah, have a hit.
One up from out there. He scored from that distance before.
That's right. Time's on your side.
It is.
10 extra seconds if you miss. So, or you put it in and finish the game. We'll put it away. So it's a win-win.
So we're into extra time now. Haven't heard how long there'll be. Maybe a couple of minutes like the first half. Foul given Knoxville's away there, but there shouldn't be much time left for Knoxville to do anything.
Valenciano's not happy about that call.
Not was he? Still, no.
He was giving her a little applause.
Right.
Let her know how he felt about that one.
There will be 3 minutes of...
Okay, so we have 3 minutes of extra time, folks. Don't watch the clock on the boards. The referee will keep time on the field. And the Chattanooga winning that one. And the Knoxville players going down the box because the ball hit him in the back of the head. Now Caleb Cole breaking. He's got two with him. He's got Clark. He's got Oliveira. Oh, good save from the keeper. Point blank. A good move from Chattanooga. Strung it together. Some nice passes. Oliveira still on the far side. Ducking and diving.
Spectacular passing right there
It
by
was good.
Chattanooga FC. Yeah,
Trying to keep possession. It goes out for a Chattanooga throw.
wasted chance though. You had 4 on 2.
Oh,
Knoxville
yeah.
was really slow getting
They are
back.
outnumbering them. They could have done something there. Well, I say, folks at home, Tom Housley is definitely feeling better. He's down there cheerleading with the hooligans on the cheerleading ball with Galen and Andrew Breezy, so I guess he's feeling better if he can do that. So hopefully he'll be playing again next game. At least his lungs are working.
Yeah, he's one of those characters that loves the team through and through. And he'll get down there with the fans if he can't play.
Absolutely.
And that's just
well, all
part of
the
the
players
culture.
do that. I like that about the players. They get with the fans. They're very involved, and you know some clubs don't do that. These guys are very involved.
That's right. You don't see that in a lot of clubs, and it just shows the culture that Chattanooga has. This is a strange substitution.
Late in the day.
I know he must be hurt. I saw him go down, but he was okay. He was fit enough to run off. So
yeah, there you go.
just killed a few seconds off the clock.
Off the time they could be using to score a goal. So.
Right.
So anyway, Lima back to Croucher. Croucher gathers it, and of course he's going to be slow to get this back into play, but Chattanooga looking at their first victory of the NPSL season 2018, which is great to see. Great way to start things off. Knoxville looking at their third straight defeat. I know which team I'd rather be with tonight out of those two.
Right.
And I think that's it. Nope, referee's blowing for a foul. And a yellow card, another yellow card for Knoxville. Caleb Cole with a push there, and second yellow for Knoxville.
Yeah, Dalton's very own Francisco Rodriguez, Kiko Rodriguez with the yellow card there. Unnecessary.
You trained him well, Ernie.
A silly foul. He wasn't one of mine, but yeah.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
That's a frustration.
It's a bit.
foul
It's
right
frustration. Yeah, it's a frustration about this point in the game. Knoxville a bit upset. Things are not going their way. The Chattanooga's waving yellow cards at everyone they can see. Lena puts it back into play deep into the Knoxville half. A little bit too strong there.
CFC players still going hard.
They are, aren't they? They haven't backed off at all.
Not at all. And you like to see that. That's what that carries you into the middle part of the season.
Well, that's it.
CFC putting on a passing clinic.
Hernandez keeping it moving. Oh, we're optimistic there.
Yeah. That bouquet has wilted.
Yeah, a little bit that one, yeah. Got the shot in, I think, kind of it. And there is the final whistle. So there it is, folks. 2-0 to Chattanooga FC. First victory in the first game of the NPSL season. 3 points on the board. How about that for a great start?
Great effort by CFC tonight. It could have very easily been, another goal or two on the board for them. Knoxville never really a threat. There was only maybe one moment of concern, maybe two, and those were off, just random balls through or bad bounces, unlucky chances, but really no threat.
Absolutely. We hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. We'd like to thank our sponsor of the stream, Fox 61 in Chattanooga, for helping us with the stream tonight. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this, come to the stadium. We've got 2 more games for you. Wednesday night, 7:30. Asheville City are coming all the way over the Smokies and the Rockies and any of the mountains they can find to come to Chattanooga and play us at 7:30 on Wednesday night. The next home game is next Saturday when the New Orleans Jesters come all the way from the Gulf Coast. And that's always a needly match with New Orleans Jesters. So it's a great week for soccer in the scenic city of the South. We hope you come down to the games and join us and be part of the action, not just sitting at home watching it, but be here with the crowd, because we're going to have some great games this season. If this is anything to go by, there's going to be a lot more great action with Chattanooga this season. So thank you for watching. It's been a great game, and 2-0 goals from Daniel Valenciano and Charlie Clark in the second half, putting the game to bed. 2-0 Chattanooga. Great start to the season. Ernie, any final comments?
No, you hit it on the head. 2 great goals. They were clinical. The passing, especially at the end of the second half there, really was encouraging to see a lot of accurate passing. Late in the game, legs get tired. I mean, passing gets sloppy. You saw it from Knoxville. The CFC still looked crisp. They still looked aggressive, energetic. Clearly, they're a fit squad ready to take on this season into the heat of summer and hopefully deep into August.
Absolutely. Well, we hope they go through a good cup run. If they play this way, they'll get to lots more games all the way through the summer. So, like I said, this is the best ticket in Chattanooga right now for the best football club in the South. So, lots more games to come. Hope you enjoy this tonight. We will be back, say, Wednesday and next Saturday. But this is a great chance to come and see a live game and get some great atmosphere. So, thanks for watching. It's good night from me and good night for him, I think.
That's right.
Thanks, folks. Have a good night. See you again soon.